And with that, I am continuing a restart of the game. I believe it's a fresh one since I got the ending of the previous. So we're gonna try to follow the rules exactly to the
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did I? Is there, I'm so sorry, I am so unprofessional. Did I get an achievement? I didn't get an achievement for, like, completing it. So we just don't actually know, but I'm just gonna start following the instructions. Wait, actually? Need to go that way, so we're gonna behave.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Damn right I did.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
There's no one.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he... Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
try
office.
to keep up with me.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Yeah, that really
Shocked,
sucks.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
Who orchestrated
what dark
this?
secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley could get it by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad. Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This, and then we go down.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Yeah, sure. Let's fucking go then.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Damn
Facility.
right I did.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh, wait. Was I actually pressing the buttons after I was complaining last time?
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
The elevator, please.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I don't care about freedom. We don't have that here.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Probably.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
You're right. It was unthinkable. How dare that happen? How dare the world brainwash me? Like, it's the worst thing anything could do. Anyone could do. What the fuck? Why would somebody do that to me?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I almost forgot how to do this bit. Mind control, idle. Mind controls, idle, awaiting input. Wait,
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Scary.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not
fuck the
knowledge
rest
or
of them,
even
I guess.
power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. The
I wanted to
feeling
turn
of
around to see
liberation,
what the facility
the
looked
immense
like.
possibility of the new path before
My penguin,
him.
I guess.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I didn't get the credits.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
We're gonna go to the new
Perhaps he had
content room,
simply
I guess.
missed a memo.
I'm assuming it was meant to be done. I didn't get the credits because I've already completed the game.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
I did notice
yes,
it.
I have something very exciting to show you.
Show me. I won't run away this time. Oh. I didn't think we were going that way. Okay. Can you fill in the space so I can eat without being... Oh yeah. Rita.
You see, Stanley,
Okay,
I've
thanks.
been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh. Never the end
Yes, you
again.
see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
2. Batu Tway Dukes. Oh, that Russian spelled as why do dos. Who? What? Taste a sequel. Data drink. I love that. Data drinks. Data sippies.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? but the Stanley Parable 2. Now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Stanley Parable, but in a high-rise building that's actually high polish. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old and busted. New hotness. Boring sections of the chart. Cool red section of the chart. They're back. 2 doors. 1 more TSP. Better TSP. Win-win. Sequential mindshare. Paradigm shift to synergy, brick and mortar approach, envelope client centric marketing. The color red, leverage, holistic value 1 to 2. Stanley Parable 2. Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable 2. Stanley Parable 2. Wow. Thanks for attending my meeting. I feel like graphic design is not their passion, but it's not mine either. I read that. I was like, ooh, words. 2 Stanleys.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
I like to think the narrator is the person with the red pen. You. Oh, what's it say? The prequel to the Stanley Parable 2 is a sequel to the Stanley Parable is a prequel to the Stanley Parable 2 is a sequel. Whoa. Ooh. This way to the show floor. New features. I'm not even gonna sit there. New content buzz. Have a content buzz. Keys. I'm gonna do it on that side. No, I just gotta be on this side, like, cause it's the red carpet side. You take your photos and the paparazzi will be like, yeah. Expo hall. Whoa, the Stanley Parable 2.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
I've never been in a building this big, like, in real life. Like, we don't really have, like, at least where I live, we don't have expo convention areas like the Eco-Chart Hall. This makes me anxious. Exclusive, the button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Hear your name in the game. Hear your name in the game. Enjoy the new features. These screenshots. Alright, chat. I just gotta. It's really important. Screenshot this one. Being screenshotted. Red is a new orange, a whole new office. Updated, ray trace, more of the same, but in a good way. Sequel to the new. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. New features, new content, new ideas. Oh, they got the infinite hole is here? Yo. Oh, but I have to. Oh my god, there's merch. And there's never the end. The t-shirt. This t-shirt's new best feature. I want this one. See, I want to see the button that is the name of the player that's playing this game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Oh no, we're gonna be Stanley.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Like the little button. Name. Hear yours today.
Jim.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name
That's
Jim.
my name.
But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim
What's my
to
name?
really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
My name is Jim.
I want
like
you to imagine yourself
boxes.
living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim,
Yeah,
seizing all of
I'm
the
Jim.
world's
I'm
possibilities
born my
as
wife
Jim,
loved me,
and
and
as
now
Jim,
she left
watching
me
your
to be a
dreams
lesbian
crumble into
with
dust.
Barbara across the
Do you
street.
feel it deeply? Are you really,
They
truly
took the
Jim
kids
right
in the
now?
divorce. It was
If
really
so,
miserable.
then please step
Okay.
forward and press the button.
Am I ready to hear my name again?
Jim.
Yes, you see.
Nobody said
what
my
a
name in
thrill,
so
what
long.
a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Hear my name again?
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
No, I don't want to hear my name.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
I think. Alright, I want to go into...
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Wait. There's more stuff in this area. I believe there was, right? Jump circle. This.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get well someday.
Sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Get well someday. Oh. Happy 12th birthday, Stephanie's just
Or
all
actually,
around the office.
maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Okay, where's the infinite hole? Collect them all. Wow.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there
feel
will
like
be
I'm
no
walking
reward
forever.
for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Ew. That's me. Okay, thanks for like at least taking me back to the beginning.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Not the jump circle, but the infinite hole. Did it say it won't end? Holy shit. Can I sprint? Nope. Time like infinity, hole like infinity, distance, space time, space like infinity, distant past, distant space. Bowling! The rim. I love the rim.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
Yeah.
Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
You about to squash me? Oh. They were like about to squash me for a moment.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious
I love
concoctions, if
this.
I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole,
So shouldn't that
you
hole
can
get
press the
smaller
teleport
over time? I
button
feel
to
like
pop
it
back up to
isn't
the
getting
top,
smaller.
and we
quick
can
enough.
continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
No!
Do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why? Is there a reason? Because I really want to see that, like, disappear
Okay,
completely.
Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated
Yeah?
the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
That's what he
I don't want
said.
anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Like,
From
it's
one
smaller
perspective,
than my
the
cursor.
infinite is merely philosophical in nature.
Oh.
It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
No!
You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
No, I want
What
to see the
normal
hole.
person actually wants to fall infinitely?
Me.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
No! Yeah.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite?
Just the two of
If
us.
that
We
works
can
for
make it if we
you,
try. Just the
then
two
go
of
ahead and
us.
press the teleport
Just the
button
two of us.
to warp up
Just
to
the
the
two
top
of us.
the hole, and
Building
we can move
castles in
on.
the sky.
I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Just the two of us. You and I.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you. Oh, for heaven! You see, I was right. The problem
No!
is you.
Uh-uh.
The problem is that you like holes too much.
I'm a man. Men like
A normal
holes.
person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all.
need to
but
see it
not
again.
You. Oh, no. You have a weird sort of...
Yeah.
Oh. Did the hole seem even
It did.
shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less
Yeah.
time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite.
The whole...
Well, I suppose once
this
again there's nothing to
hole is
do
like
here.
a
If
little
you decide you've
bigger.
had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come
Well, let
join
me up then.
above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Yeah.
If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting smaller.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite,
It's
but that it's
shrinking.
growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole
Yep.
infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing.
I'm gonna
What's
jump in
going
again.
on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Well, there it is.
Oh.
How is this still appealing to you?
Yippee!
I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
I feel like a toddler.
Oh,
Like
who am
waddling
I to
around in like a
judge?
ball pit.
You just do
Whee!
whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
I'm pressing it.
Is the, teleport button
It's
not
not.
working? You
I have
sure?
to climb up like a toddler.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was still nothing. Well, I suppose there is one thing I could do to fix this.
Later. I'm
I'm
stuck.
out. Goodbye, Stanley.
No!
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now
No, I
you'll get
did.
more time with it than you could ever have asked for.
This could be
It's
your
a
hole.
win for everyone.
It could be yours.
You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else.
Ooh, you want me out this hole and being
Take
yours
care,
so bad.
Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
No. Life sucks. It's me and my hole. Literally. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. From management to everyone. Meeting at 2 p.m. Sincerely management. I cannot read that line. Narrator. 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 hole is getting deep. Goodbye, narrator. Miss you. Where are we going? Oh. He officially, like, left that light layer. That's so interesting to watch. Narrator. Change my perspective? Yo. Yo! I like this one. This is giving some mad beats. Yo! I don't even know how to commentate this. What am I meant to say to this? Oh!
Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
Leave. Go
From
away.
the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years
Go away.
here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to it. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Toodle-pip.
Cool. Do the thing. Cool. I would like the down now. Oh, never mind. We even get to see the jump circle again.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Where's the jump circle at? Jump circle. Going through like the stages of grief for a second. Jump circle? Mostly infinite. Oh. I like to look at that mostly infinite. That looks really cool. Rim surrounding area depth infinite. Out of service? Ugh. What am I meant to even do now? Free new easy achievement. Yeah. Get yours right now, pull a lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps, it just works. Get yours. I want to find the jump circle. Free achievement collectibles. Where's the jump circle? Oh!
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
No! I want jump. I can be here all day, narrator. I want jump. I want jump. I want jump. I guess I'm not getting a jump. That's fucked up. What's up here? Settings world champion. Whoa. That's new. Is it? Epilogue. You heard Jim in the game? You hear Jim's in this game? That's cool. If you just grab Jim, him be in the game. The exit. I want to look at. There it is. That thing. This is like a real museum where I'm like sitting here like, where go? Where go so much?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable
Bucket.
was that it was
Just pick
confusing
it up.
and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
No problem.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Where is it?
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Like out now.
Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
No.
Come on, give it a try.
I don't care for the bucket. Wow.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even
No.
in the face of crushing despair,
Can I throw it?
must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive.
I think
as
it
a
makes me
person.
look like a janitor.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't
No.
they? All this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I reckon.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
No, but if they
There
do,
really
it should be
an
Minecraft.
award if it isn't already.
Where was I going? Was like something else I wanted. Was that? Maybe in there. Yeah, it was here.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement
Lever?
will be given to you. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the horde of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Even my bucket can't. Okay. How do I escape this hell? I feel like I've been here for far too long that it's went from really exciting to really boring. Where
What
is the
else?
exit?
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Where's exit? I know I've seen the exit. Exit! No, it's not blocked. Then let's walk out with me, I guess.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yeah, I'm so over it. They left their bag. Who's that guy? Where's that guy? That's not me.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
No.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work.
What?
There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Play.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Oh, I think you need to try like different modules together.
This is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
We jump circle into the infinite hole?
This isn't a
Fuck
coherent
yeah.
video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Yeah, you're not listening to the reviews that you got previously.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
Please do.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, yep. Wait, actually. Oh! For a moment, I was like, holy shit, that was the end of the game. No.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
They do that now?
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I mean,
Stanley
it was
decided to
somebody's,
go to the meeting room.
some
Perhaps he had
person's
simply missed a memo.
niece's 12th birthday. They are bring your stepniece to
Stanley
work
felt the
day.
bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
Where is the bucket?
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Come to the adventure bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
bucket is
that
telling
the
me.
employee lounge was
It's telling
simply
me evil
the place
thoughts.
to be. And here it
What?
was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was
They
this
didn't
better than the
update
meeting
like
room?
this.
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was.
how insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Thank you, Bucket. Let's, continue. Where
No,
do we go?
never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Can do, Bucket. I trust you, Bucket.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
Hey.
But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
That's what you think. Oh my god, look at this balloon stuck up there. For escaping, Bucket.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets
Okay.
past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what
Yeah.
isn't a bucket?
Can you,
I suppose
define
that would
bucket
explain a
for
lot
me?
about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding
bucket.
could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
Yeah, you didn't exactly
So
like
much
introduce the
of the impact
bucket.
of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a minute.
Like, I'd like to say a cup is kind of like a bucket if you think about it. Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to
Wow.
run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether
Can
or
I,
not
like,
the
drop
thing
this
I'm
bucket,
showing you
please?
is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay,
and
let's
that's
begin.
a bucket.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an
So if
actual
it's 3D
bucket.
printed, it's not real. Awesome.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No, this was a resin printed bucket.
Incorrect. This is a bucket. Item 4.
Oh,
Is this a
hell yeah. Yeah.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage
Bucket.
to screw it up?
Point.
Absolutely
That's
incredible.
a bucket.
Let's just move on to the next one. Is this a bucket?
Yeah. Yeah!
This is a bucket.
Uh-huh.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
How is it both? Can you elaborate? Yeah. Can you elaborate on that one?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
I'm bored. I'm bored, narrator.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think?
Yeah.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. and yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
But everything's a bucket. You can't just...
Is everything gone?
Yeah, because everything's
a bucket. Disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket? Oh my God, I had no idea.
I told you.
Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
I'm a bucket.
And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
Thank God we aren't buckets.
I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
And with this, the deliberation of what is and isn't a bucket, I'm going to call it an end of this episode. I'm trying to keep every episode between 40 minutes and 45 minutes long. But I will continue playing, so I will have the next video being recorded after this one. This means that the feedback from all of these videos, unfortunately, in the gameplay side of things means very, very little. But if you could like, comment, subscribe, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. And I am looking forward to seeing what is and isn't a bucket by that definition. I'll see you later.